إن الإنسان خلق هلوعا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Another attitude and a habit that human beings have shown throughout their history is their being impatient. They seek instant gratification. I've made the prayer, it should be answered immediately and instantly. I've made an effort, I should be paid back immediately. I've asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless me with certain things, there should not be any delay. There are people who have been persecuted and I have made the prayer and I have made the efforts to save them from persecution, yet they are still being persecuted. I'm impatient. This is the attitude that does not allow human beings, again, to realize their true potential and then use their potential in a significant manner. What is patience? Patience is primarily an effort on the part of individual and the communities to take stock of the reality in the context of individuals or these communities' collective or individual strength and the strategies to overcome the difficulties and to cope up with the situation. It is not a passive kind of activity. It is a very active act on the part of an individual and the community to look into the reality and then come up with an understanding of how to overcome it and how to get out of that kind of situation. But because of the impatient nature, because of the attitude that we have in responding to these kind of things, we often tend to take actions that do not produce the appropriate results. So what happens? The impatience lead us to half-cooked actions and half-cooked ideas. And impatience leads sometimes to chaotic conditions. And then it certainly impacts our own psychology as well, because when we do not get the results, despite the fact that we make effort, we don't feel satisfied. We often tend to give up. We often tend to basically withdraw in every aspect of the thing. For instance, if there is perpetual poverty in certain parts of the world, and then people always blame the nature of water or the famine and drought for all those kind of things, the problem would never be solved. But if people look at those kind of conditions and see that how they can enable that particular community to have more access to water, which could be drawn from areas and from places where the water is in abundance, or could be transported in a manner that would enable the people, that would be a kind of a patient action based on the realities. And now you can expand that to all aspects of life, whether it is personal, whether it is collective, whether it relates to family, that we should demonstrate the quality of being patient rather than being impatient. And that is what the Quran is alluding to, that when we show this impatience, we are only hurting ourselves. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم.